أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Yesterday we were talking about the question that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask to Isa alayhi salam and Maryam alayhi salam on the day of Qiyamah. The question goes like this: did you ever tell to people to take me, referring to Isa alayhi salam and my mother, as two gods? Is something that Allah is asking, and he is refuting that saying and say that I will not say something which I don't have any right to say. And further, he continues his argument and says that if at all, if at all I have said that, then surely you would have known about it. And really, I don't know what you are trying to mean. And really, I don't know what you are trying to focus at. And you know what is in myself, and I may not know what is in yourself, is something that Isa alayhi salam will reply on the day of Qiyamah. Now the discussion continues. Ma kultu. Now Isa alayhi salam further continues his arguments and says, what I have really said. Thing that he has said is, not I said to them, referring to the Bani Israel, to the Qawm to whom he was sent as a prophet. He said, not I said to them except what you have commanded, referring to Allah. Here you refers to Allah. With it, that his agenda, his propagation, his work was towards to convey this message that Ubudullah Rabbi wa Rabbukum. Worship Allah, who is my Lord and your Lord. This is a common message that I conveyed as long as I was alive. And he further continues, and I was over them a witness. I ensured that I was a witness for the people who were doing this. I was witnessing this. Message was clearly conveyed to my people. Ma dumtu fihi. As long as I was with them. As long as I was with them, I ensured that this message reaches them. But now he continues his argument and says, but when you raised me, you were the watcher over them, which means that I really don't know what happened after I came when I was raised. And further he continues, and you upon everything is all witness. You upon everything, all witness. Now Isa alayhi salam could recognize that some misinformation has passed to the people, and people have taken some disbelief with regard to his name and with regard to his mother's name. Now he continues his arguments and says, if you punish them, I want you people to give a guess on a chat. Whom does this them refers to? Whom does this them refers to? I want you people to give it on a chat. And Isa alayhi salam now continues his arguments and says, if you are going to punish them, then verily they are your slaves. I have no argument against that. I can't intervene in your decision. But if you are, no, not Bani Israel's, somebody else. So if you are going to forgive them, then verily you are almighty and always. When the discussion about this is about the people who have really taken Isa alayhi salam and his mother as the God. Now he was to say something about the people who believe like that, which means this them refers to none other than the Christians who falsely believed in the divinity for Isa alayhi salam and Maryam alayhi salam. So he has to say something on behalf of them. He says a single line. If you are going to punish them, I have no words to say, then they are your slaves. But if you are going to forgive them, then verily you only is the Almighty and always. Ideally speaking, the next ayat was expected to give an answer for this. What Allah is going to do with them? Is Allah is going to punish them, or Allah is going to forgive them? Is a question which is silenced here. We may not know what decision that Allah is going to take on the day of Qiyamah, but the reply of Allah goes like this. Allah replies, Allah accepts the complete argument of Isa alayhi salam, and Allah gives a final verdict on this like this. I just want you to give a guess on a chat that why does such a conversation takes place on the day of Qiyamah? We have discussed that earlier prophets were also asked a question. The simple question is about how the message of the messengers were responded by the respective communities. That is the message. That is a simple question that will be asked with every prophet, but only with regard to Isa alayhi salam, why is the detailed discussion and conversation should happen on the day of Qiyamah, that too in front of everybody. Why it is like that? Why the arrangement is like this? I want you people to give it on a chat. Now Allah concludes this entire discussion, of course, this entire surah with this wonderful words and says, this day, referring to the day of Qiyamah, will profit only the truthful ones. The people who have really believed in the truth. The reality, the truth that was brought by Isa alayhi salam, only them will be given a profit. Will be only they are the people who will be benefited in the day of Qiyamah because of their truthfulness. Further Allah continues, for them, Allah has prepared gardens flowing from beneath it, the rivers. They shall abide forever in it. And will be pleased Allah with them, and they are also pleased from Him. And further Allah calls this as a success, supreme success. It's a great success. For somebody to get into Jannah and saving himself from the hellfire is a supreme success, and Allah gives this only for the people who have believed in the true message of Isa alayhi salam, which is none other than the Islam on its whole. And further Allah continues, see, all the divinity that you have claimed, the gods that you have claimed, had no power on the day of Qiyamah, but only the dominion, the ownership, the kingship. It belongs to Allah only. The kingship of the heavens and the earth, and the authority purely lies with Allah Himself and whatever in between them, and He is upon everything, all powerful, and He can do anything that He wish. But He is a just person. He will do which is supposed to be just. So we will close this video and then open a new video.